What is up, everybody? Tristan here from Florida Moto Talk. So I've discussed a lot the cost of converting a old Ducati superbike to a track bike. The difficulties with finding parts and stuff like that. But I haven't really gone into just how much of a pain in the ass it is to love an old Ducati. So, welcome to another episode of Tristan hates his life because he loves 20-year-old Ducati superbikes. Alright, so I did a whole series on things I needed to fix and things I wanted to upgrade in the off-season on the 749. So since that off-season, I did one Sunday track day that was split in between the Monster and the 749. Actually, I did another weekend too. So I did 3 days split between the two bikes. So roughly a day and a half on the 749, a little bit less because the exhaust broke again the first time I was out there. So that was my second time replacing the exhaust header. So I now have a third spare header in case that decides to happen again, and exhaust gaskets and all that crap. So then this last weekend I went for a 2-day, and of course it rained all day Monday, and on the Sunday I missed the first session of the day messing with tires, because putting the wheels back on this thing is kind of finicky. And then I got a full session, and then I got a half session, and the clutch let go. So, because I'm somewhat smart, I had a spare set of clutch plates, so I put a new clutch pack in. Did some messing around, got it close enough, but it's definitely slipping a bit, because if you let go of the clutch in first gear, it won't stall. So today I have to monkey around with my stack height a little bit. I've got a million steels and used plates, so I just gotta find something, probably just a slightly thicker steel to replace one of the ones in there, and then it should be good. On top of that, let me see, it won't let me switch. After the first session, I found my eBay shifter was disintegrating. So this was even looser than it is now, and I just kind of hammered that in there. And then this is coming loose, even though I tightened it, thread locked it. It doesn't appear to have moved. My paint lines still line up. But that was falling off, so I was worried that was going to be a problem throughout the day. So basically, today I've got to... Ooh, battery was in good shape, charged already. I need to adjust my foot pegs because I could feel I've got them too low. So my outside foot was struggling to maintain pressure and contact on the foot peg. I need to adjust the chain slightly. It came slightly out of alignment. I need to mess with the clutch. I got a new shifter from Desmo Times, who I'd somehow never heard of, and they're in like Pensacola, Florida, I think. So they got that thing to me really quick at a really good price. And I got to put the fairings back on. I've got some nice stickers from Jeff from Knight's Coat Cerakote. He does stickers too, by the way. Because no one knows what my bike is, so I got some stickers that identify the model, because this is kind of the forgotten generation of Ducati superbikes, even though by win percentage it was their most successful superbike. So yeah, I've got a bunch of crap to do. I've basically got today to do it. Tomorrow I've got a bunch of stuff I have to do, and then next week I only have a one-day weekend because I'm working on Monday, which I normally don't do, so that I can go to Precision Track Days February 8th and 9th at Jennings. And they actually do tech inspection, unlike Jennings. So I gotta get this stuff sorted out so I'm allowed to ride. So we're gonna get into that, and I can't wait to see what breaks next time I'm at the track. Alright, after a bunch of screwing around and one damaged Insta360 lens, we've got this new shifter from Desmo Times. Feels pretty good. And I've adjusted my foot peg forward and up one hole of the, 21 holes in this rear set bracket. So just the sit test feels pretty good, but I won't really know till I have boots on and I'm actually trying to change gears on the track. So now I gotta do the other foot peg, which means I'm gonna have to lose this carbon fiber shield. I dremeled the crap out of it to make it fit there. I'm not doing that again and dremeling it further to make it work with the new position, so I'm just gonna abandon it. Because this one is where my boot rests anyway, so it doesn't really matter for that. I also think the carbon fiber sprocket cover that's on the Monster will fit this bike as well, so I might actually move that over to this bike so I stop spraying chain lube all over my boot. So we'll give that a go. Then I got to adjust the chain, and then the fun part of fighting with the clutch. Alright, after far too much farting around, I finally bothered to look up the instructions, and standard Ducati clutch is steel plate first, then friction plates. Slipper clutch is friction plate, then steels. So I have repacked it. I have checked the distance between my pressure plate and the base of the plate there. It's supposed to be between 6 and 7.5 millimeters, and I'm at 7.3. I cannot remember the spring torque, but I want to say it was 8 pounds, so that's what I've got them set at for now. And we'll see if this clutch works now, because I'm tired of messing with this. Alright, I think I've got it. Went with a slightly smaller steel. Now I'm at like 6.5, 6.6. So yeah, I'm gonna go give it a test ride and see how things feel. And then I'm probably gonna call it a day, because it's sunny and getting warm, and I'm tired. So fairings and stuff maybe tomorrow, but first let's do a test ride. Alright, so everything feels good now. It was 100% slipping. I think the whole weekend, even before it let go. Can't tell you why it suddenly decided to start doing that, but it did, and then I guess the everything overheated. Like the springs and everything were hot, taking it apart. You know, I just gave it some beans now, and the springs aren't even warm. So I think it was slipping all weekend. It did feel down on power, but when you go like a month or two without riding the bike, you're not 100% sure. But feeling it now, it was 100% down on power and slipping the whole time. Who knows? It may have been slipping for a while, because it feels quick now. So that's sorted. I need to adjust this shift lever a little bit. I just briefly played with it like at full tuck, and grabbing an upshift is going to be tricky down the back straight, so I'm going to just adjust it a little bit. But yeah, otherwise feels amazing. So unfortunately, through all the monkeying around, I stripped one of the clutch spring bolts. So I think I'm going to take one of the springs out and grab one of the bolts and try to match that up somewhere. I mean, I have a whole other clutch basket over there, so assuming they're the same size, I might actually have one here already. Even though I was using my fancy, like, I don't even know, grip bits that cost $100 for like 8. So anyway, but yeah, she feels incredible. I definitely think I've been down on power for a little bit, because you know, riding with no gear on other than a helmet, I did not feel super comfortable revving it all. Well, I didn't rev it all the way out, and full throttle felt a little bit scary being so unprotected. So yeah, she feels really good. So now we got fresh plates, we got a good solid stack height, and yeah, we'll go from there. So got to order more plates as a spare set, because I always try to keep a spare set with me. And then all I got to do is keep some thicker steel plates with me, and if these plates start to wear down, then I just slap a thicker steel plate in there, and we'll be good. So hopefully I'll get plenty of life out of this clutch now, as I start to understand these things and get a little bit better at it. So, but yeah, I'm not going to do any stickers or fairings today. I'm kind of over it. So I've got a couple hours tomorrow. I can do some stuff, and then I've got one more Sunday to load up and wrap up the last little bits and bobs. So still waiting on parts for the Monster. But yeah, so that concludes today's episode of why Tristan is buying a Japanese bike next, because this stuff gets annoying. But I gotta say, I've been kind of thinking to myself, why the hell do I even bother with this thing while I'm working on it? And then that ride then with it back to full power and making all the right noises and stuff, it's like, oh yeah, that's why I do this. So hopefully I was in this shot at all. If not, at least I got a nice shirt on, and I damaged the other lens, so I can't see the screen anymore. So yeah, we're gonna call it at that for now. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, if you want to tell me I'm an idiot, whatever you got, let us know in the comments. Thanks a lot. Peace.